a business that is within your circle of competence, the moat will be very apparent to you when you just think about the business. And then it would get ratified when you look at the numbers. So, generally speaking, a great business is going to be generating high returns on equity without much use of leverage over a long period of time. So that's going to give you the proof of the pudding, if you will. But I think before that, so for example, even before I look at the numbers for Starbucks, I know it's a great business. I mean, I know for a fact that when they open a store in the US, they get all their money back in 2 years. So Starbucks doesn't franchise at all. It's all company owned stores, except the ones at the airport. So they don't have a choice. When they open stores overseas, like in China, etc., they get their money back much faster, like 15 to 18 months. So the payback is even faster. I mean, that is a business that is generating something like 36% unlevered return on equity with a massive run ahead. If you just think about the number of Starbucks stores that might exist in the world eventually, and at which point they kind of stop growing or grow very little, that day could be pretty far away. They have a huge runway. They've already done so much for so many decades, still keep ranking. When you look at a business like that, and, we encounter Starbucks because we customers, and a lot of moats should be apparent to you. So first of all, if you just looked at all the products and services that you as an individual consume, you would be surprised how many of them have deep moats. Because in general, for a random business to convince you that they deserve a share of your wallet is a pretty high bar. We all tend to want to get good value and, you know, products or services that enhance our lives. And especially if we have deep loyalty towards those brands and such. So, the brand of razor you use, the brand of shaving cream you use, the brand of toothpaste you use, the time you wake up, your soap, your shampoo, your breakfast brands, and, the clothes you're buying, and, the cars you buy. It just goes on and on. We encounter a lot of brands and we are using a lot of brands and a lot of products and services. And when I bought my home, the insurance company required me to have kind of a alarm service like ADT before they would write the policy. And, ADT has a moat. Other companies are requesting me to, get their service. If you are a corporation issuing a bond, you can't get it out unless you're rated by Moody's and S&P. And Moody's and S&P have a moat because it's written into the covenants and such, and so on. So I think that knowing what is a great business is not a difficult exercise. Then the next piece, which is it a great investment? That's a much more difficult